So good morning everyone. Today we are going to start with our chapter Glimpses of the Past. So what does word glimpses mean? To get so the chapter is Glimpses of the Past. So what is the meaning of glimpses? That is to get a brief look at किसी चीज की झलक. That is glimpses of past. Before you read, let us read the information. Here are some pictorial glimpses of the history of our country from 1757 to 1857. Pictorial glimpses means in the form of picture. कुछ झलक है पिक्चर्स की फॉर्म में किस टाइम पीरियड की from 1757 to 1857. These pictures and speech bubbles will help clarify your understanding of the conditions that led to the event known as the First War of Independence in 1857. So when you see these pictures and when you read the content in the bubbles, speech bubbles, you will come to know that how the event जिसको हम First War of Independence कहते हैं, that was in 1857, वो कैसे start हुआ, what were the conditions which led to that incident. So the chapter starts with the martyrs. The martyrs means shaheed, जिन्होंने कुर्बानियां दी हैं. At a function in Delhi. This is after independence. This scene is after independence when India got free. At a function in Delhi, there is a singer, very famous singer, and it is her. So this is a very famous song sung by a great singer, and the name of the singer is Lata Mangeshkar, and the song is ए मेरे वतन के लोगों जरा आंख में भर लो पानी जो शहीद हुए हैं इनकी जरा याद करो कुर्बानी. So these words are written in English. Oh my countrymen, let your eyes fill with tears as you recall the sacrifices of India's martyrs. This is after independence. This song was. So here in this passage, the first time period. All right, beta. The first time period which is given here is 1757 to 1849, and this time period was of the company's conquest. Conquest means overpower. The time period when East India Company overpowered India. So in these speech bubbles, we will come to know about what were the situations and conditions when East India Company overpowered Indians. With its superior weapons, the British East India Company was extended its power in 18th century India. In 18th century India, East India Company, it started to enlarge its power. कैसे? Because they had superior or better weapons. उनके पास अच्छे हथियार थे. So Indian princes were short-sighted. जो Indian princes थे वो बहुत ज़्यादा short-sighted थे. Short-sighted means lacking in foresight, दूरदर्शी होना. वो बहुत ज़्यादा दूरदर्शी नहीं थे. And the upstart Raja Bha. Raja Bha called the English merchants, they will help me to defeat him. Now, what was happening in the country that all the kings, they were fighting with each other. They had fighting battles with each other, and the king who was weaker, he wanted that some powerful person should help them. So the arrogant king Raja Bha, he called the English merchants. Merchants means vyapari. Unko bulaya, and he thought that they will help him to defeat the other kings. उसके जो rivals थे उनको defeat करने के लिए invite किया उन्होंने. This is how the East India Company started to enlarge their or extend their power in the country. Just because of the kings of India, they were short-sighted. The people had no peace due to such constant fights. अब constant fights किन में होती थी? The constant fights were among the kings of the country. एक state का king दूसरी state के king को attack कर रहा है. Constant means regular. So ये जो regular fights थी kings के आपस में किंग्स में होती थी, उसके कारण द पीपल वर नॉट लिविंग इन पीस. सो the rivalries helped the East India Company and it could easily subdue Indian princes one by one. Rivalry means between, दुश्मनी. किसमें दुश्मनी? दो राजाओं की आपस की दुश्मनी में जो ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी थी, it became very easy for them to oppress Indian princes one by one. उनको दबाना, इंडिया एक एक करके उन्होंने इंडियन प्रिंसेस को सप्रेस किया. A far-seeing ruler like the brave Tipu Sultan of Mysore fought the British till he died fighting. Far-seeing होता है बेटा visionary, दूरदर्शी. But एक king जो था काफी दूरदर्शी था, that is Tipu Sultan. He knew what the Britishers would do, so he fought with them till he died. So in this we come to know that East India Company had better weapons, superior weapons, and the kings, Indian princes, they were short-sighted. They thought to take help from East India Company because they had better weapons to defeat their own rivals, the other kings. And slowly and gradually, the East India Company, they overpowered other kings also. But there was a king, Tipu Sultan, who was far-sighted. He could visualize what would be the effect of East India Company helping the Indian kings. So he fought with them till he died. Thank God there is peace in the country now, no more wars and no looting by thugs. This is how did Indians react to these conquests. East India Company helped the kings, and how did the people of the country look at them? उनकी जो victories थी उनको कैसे react कर रहे थे उन पे? They were saying thank God कि अब they could live in peace. अब कोई बहुत ज़्यादा लूट मार नहीं होगी, बहुत ज़्यादा wars नहीं होंगी. It is God who sent the British. This is the reaction of the people when Britishers helped Indian kings to win wars with other kings. So they thought that Britishers are sent by God to help them. Our destiny is linked with them. Our destiny, कुछ लोग इस opinion पे थे कि उनका भाग्य जो है, destiny जो है, now it is linked with Britishers. The white man has killed or dethroned our kings. Now, अगर कुछ लोग favor में थे, there were people who had different opinion. उन्होंने कहा white man here is used for Britishers. तो उन्होंने कहा that Britishers they have killed our people and dethroned our kings. अब now when Britishers they were helping the kings, they might have some agreement with them, right? So उन्होंने कुछ kings को dethrone कर दिया, उनके तख्तो ताज से उतार दिया. Some kings were not good, but after all, they were of this land. Now, people they think that कुछ राजा जो थे वो अच्छे नहीं थे, but at least they were the people of this land. They were not the foreigners. Now we have become slaves of foreigners. Now, both the point of views of people are reflected. That some people were in favor and some were against it. Some thought that Britishers they are sent by God to help them and now their destiny is linked with them, but others were of the opposite opinion. They thought that now they have become slaves because they had the Britishers had dethroned or killed many of the kings. This was the time period when the Britishers overpowered, the British company, the East India Company overpowered the Indian kings. Next is British rule. This time period is from 1765 to 1836. How the Britishers ruled. Religious leaders preached ideas like untouchability and child marriage. Preached means sermonize, प्रचार करना. उन्होंने जो religious leaders थे, वो किस चीज का प्रचार करते थे? Untouchability and child marriage. This you might have read in your social science also. Anyone who crosses the seas loses his religion. It was a belief. Earlier it was believed that कोई भी वो जो sea cross कर लेता है वो अपना religion lose कर देता है. And all the misery in the world is due to women. There were there were a few religious leaders who said that all the misery in this world is due to women. They are the root cause of many griefs. The truth was that Indians had lost self-respect. But actually, what was the truth? कि Indians ने अपनी self-respect lose कर दी थी. The British scorned them. Scorn means disliked them. और Britishers जो थे, उन्होंने they started to dislike Indians. The natives are unworthy of trust, incapable of honesty. True, Your Honor, but I am honest. Now, what was the opinion of Britishers about Indians? That the natives, the people who live in India, who are the natives of India, they are unworthy. Unworthy means undeserving. They don't deserve our trust. They are incapable of honesty. They are not honest with us. True, Your Honor. And some of the Indians who actually followed Britishers, they said they agreed with their opinion. They said, yes, Indians are dishonest, but I am honest. Forgetting that they themselves are Indians, they said that, yes, they are, the other Indians are dishonest, but I am honest. Now, still the British invented other methods. Coming to this para, being merchants, the British wanted quick profits. Their heavy taxes forced farmers to abandon their fields. अब जो Britishers थे, वो हम सब जानते हैं, they came here for trade. तो अब वो merchants थे, तो उनको quick profits चाहिए थे. So उन्होंने क्या किया? To get quick profits, they imposed heavy taxes on farmers, and the farmers were forced to pay the taxes. अब इतने heavy taxes the farmers could not pay, so they abandoned, means left their fields. उन्होंने खेती बाड़ी करना छोड़ दिया. But your men are taking all my crop. Now, when they were forced to pay heavy taxes, the condition of Indian farmers is told that all the crops, they were taken by Britishers, and the farmer is saying here, but your men are taking all my crop. तुम्हारे आदमी मेरी सारी crop ले जाते हैं, then how would I be able to pay tax? And you are still in arrears. If you don't pay, next week I will send you to jail. Now, what was the reaction of the Britishers? Arrears means an unpaid or overdue debt. तो वो उनको कहते थे कि अभी भी तुम्हारे बहुत सारे अनपेड जो कर्जे हैं वो पड़े हैं, अगर तुम उनको नेक्स्ट वीक तक पे नहीं करोगे, then I will send you to the jail. So this is how the Britishers behaved with farmers, because they wanted quick profit, and they forced the farmers to pay heavy taxes, because of which they left their fields. Still, the British invented other methods which gave them more